Alright. DE Encore by Mightily Anxious. Encore being a French word. It's actually very suiting for a Counter-Strike map since it means again, you know? As at the end of the show. You should go like, you know, bravo, encore. And that's, yeah. And that's like Counter-Strike is a round-based game, so it's like going again and again and again. That's a really good name. Alright, let's get to the map. I love the pixel art. You know, looks like a cube world. This is really fucking cool. I love that the circular arena can be seen from the back like this. My suggestion is to make it like double the size. Scaling wise, like if you take a look here. Shit, I have my third person. Well, anyway. Scale wise, it's just like feels a little bit off. Isn't this from what's the map? Breach, yeah. Like scale wise, I think it could be like double the size anyway. Star Coffee. Oh, well, man. Yeah, let's get to the map actually. There is. So Anxious was having some anxious thoughts about this area here, which is the makeup. Let me turn down the volume even more. There we go. This is the bomb site. I didn't play this map last time, but I had some conversations with Anxious about the whole like the whole map, and I definitely can see some issues with like just by looking at how straightforward the entrance and the main is. It can work, but it seems kind of boring and like one-dimensional. If you think about like bomb site mains, how they usually go, they rarely ever like look straight down to the bomb site like this viciously, if you know what I mean. Like I think there has to be a little bit more of a bend element. I like that you can play from the bomb site straight towards the main, but then you don't really have any sort of a movement like this straight to the bomb site. You know, like if the bomb site was here, you could have a little bit more gameplay like this, and then you know gameplay like from this backside going into the bomb site like this now. This is a cool idea, very cool idea, but could be worked on a little bit more, I feel like. How about the bomb site comes out from here, or like the bomb site main comes back from here, and now you have a little bit like a DE cache type of a situation where you can get to the backstage, or as in cache, you can get to the checkers area. I think that's something to look into. Opening this up could be a fun little idea. I think right now the gameplay is very limited to just like pushing straight to the bomb site. You can't really, even if you like smoke this one, it's very predictable where the player is going to be, you know. And quite a lot of the of like Counter-Strike's gameplays just comes from you know, hiding your line of sight and then hiding behind a corner or hiding behind a bend, and then you know being able to re-peek another angle after the smoke is like you know, creating another sight line in another angle. So yeah, I think this could be shifted like more into that direction, and there could be like a little bit more done with this approach. Like you have the elements of the back room and this main over here, but it have to be exactly like this, you know. I know where this goes. This goes to lower mid. So I have played this version when it was DE. Was it Sunken? Can't remember the file name, but definitely this mid is fun, and this lower mid entrance short to bomb site, I think it's good with its layout and setup. How it's like two choke points before the bomb site, so there is some taking. You know, as a CT, if you're defending this, or if you're defending from here, you know, you can have a fight before the bomb site and then set up another fight before the bomb site, so that the players coming from the other side of the map, they have time to rotate there and be there for the inevitable bomb site take. But again, here, I feel like the gameplay on the map is getting a little bit, you know, it's getting a little screwed on a smoke being landed here. If we take a look at like the Cache, Mirage, even Inferno, like you get smoked from top, mid, or short or long. You always have a way to go around, and you have established a connection to that part of the map. So maybe opening up a route to get back to the main through here. It's just like a one-way through this area to like drop down into the makeup room or something. I think that could be really interesting to have like a loop around the bomb site. Just thinking about what's fun for, like, what's challenging, but when it comes down to these specific situations, you have to be able to do something. Counter-Strike is a very, you know, the time to kill. It's a very quick game, and you want to make that like engagement engaging. You know, you don't want to be killed by the same angle every time. And here it seems that you're very limited to like peeking this, then peeking like maybe back there, this, that, and that's pretty much the gameplay. There's nothing else to do from here than just like push out. So maybe adding like a vent that you can pop out and then push out. And even from main, like it would be really interesting to, if you get smoked from here, from CTs, also of course stating that this is going to be the layout, you could like then boost into the vent and pop out from the other side, you know? It could be very interesting to look at, and that's my suggestion, definitely the route that I would go. Yeah. CT retake, I think it's fine. Could be some elements of like flashing through some windows, and maybe there should be like a backstage thing behind the screen or something that you could actually get a little bit deeper into and like flash through. I think that's, you know, indoor maps are good, they're fine, but you have to introduce a little bit more like these sorts of window elements. Ink label, making the music you love, right? This bomb site's fine. I like this little coffee shop there. Yeah, cafeteria. I think this is fine. It's a very safe entrance. I like this. It's guaranteed retake position for CTs, kind of like hash B bomb site heaven. It guarantees a sightlines directly into the bomb site that the Ts will be watching. So this is even more exposed than that. Yeah, it's interesting. I think, is there a way to get up there? Should be. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That might be a little bit too hard. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, it's difficult enough. Okay. This bomb site I watched the playtest video and I saw quite a lot of rushing through the trophy room. It's fine to have a position in the map where you're just supposed to rush. I mean, squeaky on nuke. How I tend to play it is that I pre-naded almost every round, smoke main, and then try to get outside hut control. There's in nuke hut or in nuke squeaky. You know, if you imagine this being the like top hut being over. Actually, let me find like a good. Like this being top hut. I'm coming out of squeaky. Squeaky's here. Here's a vent. I'm nading it every time, and I'm coming out like this. There's something that I have to watch, and then I can hug close to hut, clear behind vent, push next to main, and then peek everything on the bomb site. This felt really, or looked to be really one way to take it. Players will always push this. And I think it's because of the lack of choke point here, really. This area has kept kind of open, kind of the same for many versions. So maybe trying to smoke this and choke this up a little bit more. Not smoke this up, choke this up a little bit more by pushing this crate or adding another one here that the players can like boost over on top of. Could be very interesting, and so that it's like actually watchable by one player. Right now, there could be like 3 terrorists just peeking you one by one. And the CT holding positions are just like kind of funny. Like, oh. same angle here. Oh, if you play from here, you're gonna get stuck here. You can't really hug closer to that, so you're just gonna get like killed from here. And without the T's being needing to, you know, peek too deep into the bomb site, I think that's a little bit of a shortcoming there. I think. I like this area. I've always liked the long. The CT presence in this area is good, and I tell you why. It's because this is so easily smokable, and this is so easily smokable. So there's always like, you can pretty much guarantee that one of these are getting smoked, and even then, with those positions being smoked, you can still do quite a lot here as a CT, and I think that's good. I am for more CT controlled maps, more CT sided maps. Just because, and I have reinstated this time again and again and again. It's basically that the utility game, the utility aspect of maps will always evolve. There's always going to be some sort of a smoke like this, or if there's a strong headshot position here, there's going to be a smoke like this. The use of utility, like flashbangs, very high up flashbangs, and then like pop flashes like this, they will always be found. And when you're playtesting a map, the map might feel like super CT controlled when everything is smoked up. But these sorts of smokes are very like easy to use. The harder to use smokes are like these ones, or these ones, or these ones. Because you have to have a lineup for them. You have to spend time to come up with these sorts of things. But as players play the map, they get more invested. They find more worth in actually, like, you know, having a good time in the level, getting that challenge. They're like, ah, fuck, this T side is hard. I have to come up with something creative to do here. And then they feel the time invested when that time investment turns into a victory in a game because of a smoke. They find value in that, and that increases the competitive aspect, which can be measured in how serious players are in playing your map. So I'm definitely in favor of CT-sided maps. And also that there's the fact that Counter-Strike maps are usually designed for 2 or 1 counter-terrorist holding 1 choke point, and that's usually 1 or 2 CT is against potentially 5 terrorists pushing a single choke point. So that the, you know, 5 players against 2 doesn't seem fair. Usually it is fair because the map is designed in that way, but there's still 5 terrorists pushing a singular or 2 counter-terrorists, and you should be able with 5 players to kill at least 1, you know? So yeah, those are just some thoughts when we talk about map balance as well, like CT or T-sided. Of course, it's cool to have like T-sided maps every once in a while, but they have to be entertaining on the CT side as well. Like imagine you're just getting pushed through here every round by T's and not having any say in the matter, and you're just gonna get depressed. Yes, I just said that. Depressed to the point that you don't even want to, like, you know, you can't play the map anymore. It's just like the map is bleeding terrorists, and you can't find the band-aid to you know, to make the blood stop flowing. You know, sometimes Counter-Strike is like that, but rarely it's like that in T-side. Is this meant to be black? If it is, it's really cool. I like the very like black paint. This is red. Okay, I think that's it. I think honestly, yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Went for around 14 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah. I want to play this map soon with this bomb site figured out. This bomb site's fine. It's always been like the better bomb site, I feel like. But you know, you always have to have 2 bomb sites in a 5v5 defuse game mode map, and the other bomb site's always going to be like, you know, it's gonna be the runt of the pack. All right, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Take care.